Greetings, good hooligans. That sounded weird for a second. Let's do that again. Greetings, good hooligans. How do? Special little Hooligan Squad-Cast. Partly because I got a pretty lady's help today. Humble brag. Humble brush. Got my lovely lady, Nikki. Say hello to the folks.
Hi.
We have an audio going for her. So hopefully it's all bueno. What's been going on? Oh, first, I told you folks about the mini donuts and such. I think I did. If I didn't, shame on me. So, Nikki got, what's it called?
It's a cake pop maker by Baby Cakes.
Baby Cakes, not a sponsor. But you can make like basically like mini donuts, donut holes, or people use them for cake pops, I guess. But yeah, we made those for the kid's birthday. And then, excuse me, yesterday, made a bunch of like Timbits, donut holes, however you know them as. And we made our own like glaze and stuff for it. Like, what was it? Milk, icing sugar.
Vanilla extract.
Yeah.
And we added a little bit of pumpkin spice.
Yeah, because we did some with the pumpkin spice. And also figured out if pumpkin spice is like the season of fall, then cinnamon and nutmeg has to be Christmas. Because you put like cinnamon and hot chocolate, you got nutmeg in the nog. Come on now.
That's very true.
Come on now.
It screams Christmas.
Screams it.
It screams it.
Like if it was pinned down on the ground, it'd just be like, Christmas!
Exactly.
Christmas!
Just like that.
I don't know how people are going to interpret that. They're either going to interpret it in a super bad way or like, because I thought of like Ralphie from Christmas Story, like beating his bully up on the ground. So we'll see how other people interpret that. Either way, before we get to the notes, good folks. Oh, I didn't even finish the donut thing. Yesterday, yeah, we made a bunch of donuts and everything. There's a picture on the screen. I'll do that in editing. And yeah, they were just super fucking delicious. And that's all I wanted to share. So, also, if you want to support the channel any further, links are in the description. If you're watching the video, you're a $5 patron, and I thank you. I've actually, for the podcast, I've been including the patron thank you videos at the end and everything. Just my way to like kind of like constantly keep that about. And yeah, so super appreciated. Also, the merch stores are in description. So bam. Okay, what's the first note, milady?
So the first one is DickCrate.com.
Oh, yeah. So, we have Loot Crate, we got Venom Crate, we got fucking everything crates. And I was thinking, is there like a monthly, not for me personally, it's just a random thought that I had, but it's like, is there a monthly subscription box for like sex toys or for like, yeah, I don't know. Could be prostitutes or sex services. I'm not sure. Excuse-moi. But yeah. So, and the only name I could think of was DickCrate.com. So, I don't know. Is there one?
There's one called Spicy Subscriptions.
Oh. See, like, that's horrible, though. Spicy subscriptions? Your grandma could stumble on that. And she'd be like, Earl, I've been wanting some new spices for the rack in the kitchen. You know I have. We have spicy subscriptions right here. And then next thing you know, Granny's got a fucking vibrating box and a new ring that she doesn't know what to do with.
There's also one called Unbound Babes.
Unbound Babes.
It's sex in a box.
That sounds like a human like trafficking awareness thing, but somebody just started it on social media and they only ever post like ridiculous ones, like the selfies of like the Instagram models on the balconies and shit. It's like, prayers out to the people still caught in this. Unbound Babes.
We even have one called Platinum. It is for well, it says it's an adult box, so I would assume they all are adult boxes.
Yeah.
There's actually like over 24. There's quite a few. Scentsy box. They have
Scentsy.
some very
Isn't that like the candles and stuff?
no, don't be confused with that Scentsy. This is definitely not wax melts.
Again, something your grandma would stumble upon and be like, Sensi, that's what all those kids were talking about the other day. Like, we should get them. I don't know.
So there's quite a few here. They have some lovely pictures as well. You can get a Randy bar in one of the boxes.
Oh, I'm sure I can't show any of these pictures on YouTube.
I'm not too sure what it is. Some are vegan friendly though.
Oh, well, that's good. It's always good to have a vegan-friendly and gluten-free dildo if you're gonna go that route, you know.
Yeah, you definitely, yeah.
Excuse me, are these cock rings tested on animals? Because I refuse to use any. And she's like, I have no idea.
You can also, there's this thing called Dollar Condom. It's the Trusted Trojan branded condoms for only $1 a month. Same condoms, but cheaper price, and they offer discreet delivery.
There you go,
They
folks.
even got magnums.
Oh, bam. Only $1.50 for the magnums.
Or it would
I don't-
escalate. It'd be $1 for the regular and like 17 for the magnums. Jack
Yeah.
price.
Well, honestly, I guess between like a fucking dollar shave club, they have to have a dollar condom club. And like, there's no excuse for people to be like, well, I didn't have condoms. Man, there's at Walmart. You can get a monthly subscription box. There you go, folks. Also, none of these are a sponsor.
No.
If you ventured to that, that's your own journey. I'm not on that with you. There will only be one footprint in the sand, and it will be yours, because I won't be there. What's next on the docket?
Well, next up is late shipments.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So I don't want to spoil the whole thing. But something exciting is happening, good folks. The only problem is, paid for the 1-day shipping from Amazon. And I don't know, because like we didn't get hit with a bad storm on Friday, did we? It was just like super fucking windy.
It was just windy.
Yeah. Also, like, I'm in Barrie, so like Ottawa and Quebec is like quite a journey from us because there was a tornado. Excuse me, yeah. So there was a tornado out there. Didn't even come close to us. But yeah, it got delayed. I got the burps. Excuse moi. Got delayed because like the weather conditions going on and everything. And I get like it just sucks because like the late shipments, it's nothing that you can control, but it's like you can't help but like get frustrated or kind of like upset about it or whatever it could be. Just because like with this certain thing, I had plans and everything this weekend for it, and it just throws it off. But it's one of those things where like I totally acknowledge that it's like things like being late and out of your control. It's so stupid to be like upset about or frustrated about, but you can't really. It's one of those things that like you can't really help unless you're one of those people that like something happens and you're like, oh well, it'll work out tomorrow. Like those people, they can probably handle whatever, I guess.
That's kind of me though.
Yeah, that is like fucking. I'm that guy. Some days like it's like that Bill Burr bit where it's like eventually things just build up. And eventually they walk outside and they forget their keys and they're just like, oh, a fucking course. Like, and that's me. 100% that's me. Sometimes I'll have those days where I go to like walk out and I realize I forgot like my smokes or I forgot my keys and I'm just like, oh, fuck, of course. Like, and like
the opposite side.
yeah, you're just like, oh, gotta go back. Like,
Oh, it's frustrating. I do get
Yeah.
frustrated too, but I'm more of
I
the.
had coffee in my mustache.
Oh, it sucks. But it's more of a, it happens. Move on.
Yeah,
What can you do?
yeah, I'm working on it.
I have a very long fuse, it seems. Usually.
Yeah. It's with certain things I can just like shrug them off. I think the problem with this one is just because I had those plans for the weekend for it and I had it like all like mapped out in my mind. And then it's like a little like boat full of like randy pirates just kind of like came up to the ship and was like, no, just like punched a hole in it.
See, and I can usually handle things like that. brush it off.
Yeah.
But as soon, like if I'm just finishing dishes and someone puts like a dirty plate in the sink, that's what gets me.
See, but like, I don't know. Sometimes you see a sink and it's just a boring old white sink or a boring old like steel sink. Those dishes could add a little bit of color to it. You know what I mean? Like where you want to have a party, where you look in the one sink and it's empty, nobody's there.
When you just finish
It's just a lonely bowl of chips in the corner. Nobody else is there. But then you look at the other one. It's, oh my God, it's got a colorful mug and a plate. Party over here.
I guess.
I know it doesn't work like that, but whatever.
No. The worst is milkshake cups.
Yeah, I always try and, if I have a milkshake or a smoothie, I always basically like throw the straw out and then try and remember to rinse it out, because that just sucks.
It does.
But it's the same thing, like if you have milk or whatever and you don't rinse the glass out, that like little bit sticks at the bottom kind of thing.
Feels like you're forever scrubbing.
Yeah, forever scrubbing, my favorite. Handmaid's Tale sequel. I don't know what Handmaid's Tale is about, but I'm gonna go with it.
I've heard that it's really good.
I've heard that about Ozark too. Everyone's going crazy about Ozark right
That's the
now.
one with Jason Bateman, right?
Yeah.
I've heard really good things about it, but couldn't tell you what it's about.
I think he was like running a business or some shit, and then like he got involved with like the mafia or like fucking drug cartels or something, but he started like money laundering for them because he's like super smart, maybe. I don't know. I'm just kind of guessing here off the Netflix description. But yeah, I haven't seen it. A lot of people say it's good, so we'll have to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
I've just been tits deep in the strain lately.
That is a pretty good show. I will.
Yeah.
The worms, though.
Yeah, that's always the worst, because like, especially if one of your like fears in life is that like worms or some sort of parasite will get to you, that's like the worst fucking show to watch.
Yeah.
Because even if one gets on you, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Dunzo. Fucksville.
Mm-hmm.
Population, you.
Oh my goodness.
It is super weird how they recast the kid. Spoilies.
I don't like how they did that.
No, sometimes there can be a recasting done, and it's like it works. Like I think the show, what was it? It was like Spartacus, the lead guy. I think he like died of like some sort of cancer or whatever,
Yeah.
and they had to recast him, and it actually like a lot of people anyway said like it worked. But then when it's like somebody's kid or whatever, where there is this interaction, it's just always weird, because as the viewer, you're like, well, that's not the same kid, but everyone else obviously has to act like it is, because that's like your son, or that's like the person in your like group. So it's just weird. It'd be like in Walking Dead, or like fucking, I'm trying to think of Coronation Street.
Yeah.
Think of somebody from Roy. That's a character on that show, I'm sure.
It is, and it's never been recast.
But that's what I mean. So next time you tuned in, or the next episode you watched, if Roy is just some fucking other old man now,
I would be so mad.
but it'd be weird, because everyone else is just acting like, oh, Roy, tending to the garden, in it, like going down to the pub, wasn't it?
They did. They've replaced a couple actors,
Yeah.
and yeah, it was super annoying. Some of them it worked really well,
Mhm.
but most of the time they missed the mark on it, and it was
Yeah.
kind of awkward. And then they ended up having to remove the character from the show because it just wasn't working out.
Yeah, and it just
Sucks when that happens.
it does, because like obviously that means like somebody's out of work or whatever with as far as the actor goes. But at the same time, it's like, if it's just too weird, you can't repair that.
Well, see,
Like-
for me, like it sucks more because like you really like the storyline of a certain character, and then because the actor change or whatever have you, then they have to get rid of the character.
Yeah.
That's super annoying, because you know they could have went, and they would have went so much farther
Yeah.
if they hadn't done the switch up.
Yeah, that's true.
Or at least that's what people tell themselves.
I think some actors too, if you've already been on a show for like a couple seasons, or like you you're kind of over it. Like that's kind of like what's happening with a lot of people with The Walking Dead, like Andrew Lincoln with Rick Grimes and everything. He's like, I've been Rick Grimes for 8 seasons now. He's like, it's been a great ride, but like I want to go home and like spend time with my family and stuff now, and like work on other stuff as well. And same with what's her name, Lauren Cohen, the girl who played Maggie. She's in a movie with fucking Mark Wahlberg and Ronda Rousey and everything. Mile 22, I think that's what it's called. It looked really cool. I did a trailer reaction. On the channel, so go check that out, good folks. Okay, we're good. What's up next?
Sparkling water and stevia.
Okay. People have been asking me about like my sparkling water and my stevia, and other people have been upset because they didn't know how much it was going to fizz over. Listen, folks, first of all, it happened to me too. Like the first time I made it, fizzed up. So what I do is I put my 3 stevia, I get like the packs, I put that in the cup, pour a little bit in, let the fizz go down a bit, and I stir it as that like goes, so the stevia is like just dissolving, and then you just add the sparkling water as you go, and you get no like over fizz or anything. It's science. You got to think it's little like granulated crystals. I don't know if that's the right word, but we're gonna go with it. And it's like it's the same thing as like Mentos, because it's a machine that's chopped it up. There's tiny little air pockets everywhere. With carbonation, that's gonna cause more like air bubbles and carbonation to build. So boom. So you just got to add as you go, or you just add like the stevia first and then add the sparkling water a little bit at a time as you stir. It's all bueno. And if that's too much effort, but you're willing to make chocolate milk all the time,
It's really the same thing, only it's
Yeah.
a little bit easier because then you're not calling crap. There's like chocolate sauce in the corner, and
See?
trying to make sure you get it all.
Yeah.
It's more of a pain to make chocolate milk than it is to make.
Yeah, it's really not hard. And it tastes delicious. And if you like pop, but you're looking for like a healthier thing to drink, then boom, you got it. So take that bit of knowledge with you. What do we got next?
October 5th and 6th are big days.
Ooh, yes, and I realized last night that whole weekend, the 5th, 6th, and 7th, is a big weekend.
Is it now?
Mm-hmm. So the 5th, Venom. Been talking about that for fucking ever.
Oh yeah, you don't gotta tell me that.
I know. October 6th, Connor versus Khabib.
That's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, don't worry, we're not jumping into it right now, folks. I'm waiting until it gets closer to the fight because, like, Khabib has had a history of pulling out of fights, either because of, like, weight issues or because of injury. It's kind of the same thing now when Tony Ferguson fights. We all just kind of, like, cross our fingers and hope everybody just makes it to fight night. Like,
Yeah.
so, yeah, I'm just waiting until it gets closer for that. And then on the Sunday will be 6 months without any, like, seizures or anything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap, yeah.
Yeah. So that's exciting.
That is.
I didn't dive into it, like, in specifics or anything on the channel before, but if you want to, we can. Because it's, like, more your business and stuff.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay. So, yeah, months ago, almost 6 months ago, if you folks remember, I had talked about a loved one was going through some health issues that, like, I just didn't know how to deal with. And, yeah. My lady here, some of you, like some of the hooligans that I talked to on a more like personal level knew what was up. And yeah, it was just randomly one morning I woke up, my lady was having a seizure in her sleep, and she had, a couple weeks later, she had one more. Through research and just everything, we found that it's actually more common than like we thought it was. A lot of people tend to end up having like a seizure disorder or like seizures in their sleep for some reason. And there's just like a whole list of like reasons it can happen. But it's been almost 6 months without like any seizures or anything. So that means she can go back for her license if she chooses to. But it's also just awesome that it's like almost 6 months without having to deal with any of that.
It is, because, well, not that I really knew it was happening when it was happening, but
Well, no, but
waking
it.
up being confused is something I don't like to
Well, yeah.
go through, obviously,
And I get mad when I bite my cheek, so I can only imagine how it is when you bite your tongue in a seizure.
it's the worst, because you wake up and it's all swollen.
Yeah.
It's just, it kind of looks like cauliflower ear, but on your tongue.
That sucks.
It does suck. And then you can't eat anything
Yeah.
hard. You're stuck to soup, and even that's a little bit of a challenge.
Well, yeah, we had to get you like that chunky potato soup or whatever.
And we had to mash it up because I
Yeah.
couldn't eat little chunks of potatoes. And yeah, and it took about 2 weeks for my tongue to heal.
Yeah.
And so that part sucks. But I mean, it was called adult onset seizure disorder. They don't like to classify it as epilepsy anymore. Or I guess it's like, it depends what doctor you see, really. But
Yeah.
so yeah. But I mean, I could go the rest of my life and never have one again.
Yeah, and that would be awesome.
That would be amazing.
So, but yeah. So there it is, folks. There's the whole story. I was vague about it before, and now you have all the details.
The inside scoop.
Little inside scoop for you. You know what I mean? Meow mix, please deliver. Excuse me.
Your Hooligan Squad scarf.
Oh, give me a second, folks. I'm gonna show you this Hooligan Squad scarf. I've shown it on my Instagrams, but I wanted to actually like show it on the channel and such. I'm gonna have to put the microphone down, so give me a second. I'll mute it so you don't hear it rubbing all over me lap and crotch here. Your audio should still be going anyway, so.
Yes, it is. I do believe.
I believe. Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
Bam. So another thing that milady made, actually, it's like the soccer style. It's just too big for me to actually fit in frame here. Dun dun dun. It's like a magic trick. Beep, beep, beep. Hey. Very nice. And it's super comfy.
Keep you warm in the winter.
Yeah, that's going to rub up on the microphone. We're going to have to set you very carefully right now for now. On my lovely film projector. So yeah, that was just a quick thing. I just think it's super badass. And my lady's like really dope when it comes to crocheting stuff. I don't have all of them down here, but she's made me like owls. She's made me a skull that the eyes can actually come out and everything. Yeah, the brain comes out. Yeah, just a bunch of stuff.
Voodoo doll.
Yeah, the voodoo doll, the donut. So, bam. So there's the Hooligan Squad scarf. We'll be right back after this. And we're back. What do we got next on the note list?
The Iron Throne progress.
Shaboopy. So, as you folks can see, more swords have been added to the Iron Throne here. See, got some on the back here. It's very exciting. It's very exciting. I need a few more, and then I think I'm going to kind of pretty much done with it, unless I add more, like around the bottom and everything here. Basically just going to get some to fill in like the spots on the side around here, add some to the front here, and then yeah, see where that gets me. But so far I'm super like stoked with how it's come out. Because I didn't want to do like an exact one from the show and everything. Kind of wanted to just do like my own thing with it, but still at least have like the Iron Throne-esque like look with it.
Well, yeah, you took the initial idea that you had, and you've just been adapting to it as you've like worked on it.
Exactly.
So it's custom made.
So yeah, I don't know. Dollarama's supposed to be getting more Halloween stuff, so I'm gonna hit them up either this week or next. We'll see what happens. And then yeah, get more swords up on this bitch.
So the camera test footage for Joker with Joaquin Phoenix.
Right. Mr. Phoenix. I don't know. It's just weird because, like, maybe I've missed something about Mr. Phoenix. Because, like, a lot of people say he's a really great actor, but I feel like I've only seen him in, like, 2 movies.
Yeah, I'm not even sure I remember what these movies were.
I own the one because it's actually really good. Him and Mark Wahlberg, We Run the Night. That's a good one.
I remember that one.
There's another one. Oh, Johnny Cash, Walk the Line. I almost said Walk Hard. I almost said Walk Hard, but that's the John C. Reilly, Dewey Cox movie. But yeah, I don't know. The newest footage that like had come out and everything, for me, like, the suit is kind of cool because it reminds me of like the Cesar Romero-esque one a little bit, but as far as like the look goes, you can't help but like think of Heath Ledger.
Yeah, it does have that Heath Ledger vibe. It also gives me a strong like clown, like older clown. It's a little bit freaky.
Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know. I think the movie's gonna be interesting. Like, it's definitely a different take, and we were talking about it the other day or yesterday. How like DC should be doing stuff like this, where it's just like standalone films, because their animated stuff has been, like what I was saying to Nikki, has been like standalone kind of things a lot of the time, and they're actually really fucking good. Like the Flashpoint Paradox, Samurai Batman that just had recently come out, Justice League War. They just did Justice League Dark as well. Like, there's just so many good like standalone that's not like a bunch of like connected movies, that I think that's what they should do, like with their cinematic stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like I think the Joker movie is going to be interesting, and it's going to be something different. But right now it's just like one of those things where it's like I guess like I don't get like super excited when I see that footage. I'm just kind of like, oh, well, that's what he looks like. Like, I don't know.
Maybe when we see more.
Yeah. And like the thing is, a lot of people I saw like were getting upset, and they're like, why do they keep putting out this footage and everything? But that was a TMZ video that got put out.
Yeah.
And even Todd Phillips said, like, he put on Instagram, like, he knows that there's so many just paparazzi and shit around them while they're filming, where it's like, well, if they're gonna put out bad quality things, at least let us like put out something that's going to be high quality, and it's actually going to like give the people what they want, instead of like these crappy cell phone videos.
Yeah, pretty much. There's nothing worse than going to watch a video and it's just a crappy cell phone one.
Yeah, and nothing's been given away. The only thing we've seen is him without the makeup as like Arthur Fleck.
Yeah.
And then as Joker, basically smiling or getting off the train with that mask and putting it away. We haven't seen him like kill what's her name? We were just talking about her. Zazie Beetz? Something like
Zazie Beetz?
Okay. Probably gonna get her name wrong. Domino in Deadpool 2. She's fucking really cool. I thought she was awesome as Domino, so I apologize for fucking that name up. But it's not like we're seeing like a thing of him killing her, or you know what I mean?
No spoilers. It's just that it's test footage.
Well, that's what I just don't get it. Like, and it just went into production like 3 weeks ago. Like, they just started filming it recently.
Well, it's not coming out until 2019.
Yeah, October 9th or some shit.
I think so. So I mean, there's still a year to go. We're gonna start seeing trailers in a couple months.
Yeah.
And
I don't know. I think it's just weird because like people will want to see a look of it. You know what I mean? They'll be like, oh, I can't wait to see like what he looks like, da 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 da. And then they get it and they get upset. When it's not even like the director who's putting a lot of this shit out. It was paparazzi like photos, and then he's like, all right, well, those got out. Let's put a little clip out, or let's put our own photos out. So then at least they have good quality ones to see.
Yeah.
And on like that camera test footage, I say camera test footage because if like that was like produced in a way, it was almost like a camera test footage for us.
Yeah.
Because like Todd Phillips, I'm sure he already knew Joaquin Phoenix was good at it. They went through their steps. If anything, I think that was more for like, all right, well, these other pictures in this video of him and the like other clown have gotten out, so let's put out something for the fans so they are gonna see what he looks like, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And we keep saying, like, people keep saying that's not his final look, but I don't know, because they said that about Jared Leto with his tattoos in the promotional images. They're like, oh no, that's not his final look, but it was. Same with Heath Ledger. Everyone's like, well, he doesn't even look like Joker. It's like, well, yeah, the scars aren't gonna, like, that's not his final look or whatever, but it was.
Well, and each take on the Joker is different.
Yeah.
From the others. If you look at all the different Batman movies,
Yeah.
or the movies that Joker is in, they don't look identical.
Well, no.
Joker, so I mean,
but it's even the same with Batman though. Like, you can't look at George Clooney and Val Kilmer and be like, oh, well, they're the same as Ben Affleck and Christian Bale.
no.
And even those two, like Christian Bale and Ben Affleck, those are two different interpretations of Batman. The same has been such, like, in the comics. There's like different interpretations or different stories with them and stuff. I think it's just, I don't know. I think people, as far as like superhero movies go, they've gotten too used to the Marvel format where it's like, oh, okay, these are all connected and all of these characters are like going to meet and like whatever, cross paths. It's like, yeah, but it doesn't always have to be like that at all.
No, the only ones that are
Excuse me.
connected is like the Dark Knight trilogy. The three of those are connected.
Yeah, and even those, like, it's like, those are good movies, but it's like, they're not really comic book movies in the same sense, though. They're comic book movies because it's Batman, but like, they're all like, they're done differently than most like have ever been done. You know what I mean? It's not like a bunch of CGI monsters everywhere and like.
Those are another movie, like or movies where it's a good example of they switch characters. Rachel.
Yeah, Maggie Gyllenhaal and Katie Holmes.
I like Maggie Gyllenhaal, don't get me wrong, but I liked how Katie Holmes played that specific character better.
Yeah.
And that's just my opinion.
No, I definitely see that. Because, like, it's one of those things, too, where it's like, I don't know. Wasn't it, people said it was like Tom Cruise or something didn't want her to do it because of the whole Scientology thing? I don't know. I think.
Still married to him, or?
Yeah. I don't know. It's also a lot of actors, like, don't want to do superhero movies, or at one point they don't want to do it because they're like, well, shit, like, I signed on for one, but now I know I'm in this for at least a trilogy, and I haven't even read for these other two movies. I don't even know what these are going to be about. You know what I mean?
Well, and I think that when Katie Holmes had started, she didn't also like expect to be doing a trilogy. She didn't sign on for the one movie. She didn't sign on to do all three. I think she would have done it if that's what she had signed up for.
Yeah.
But
who knows?
Circumstances change.
Yeah. But no, I just, like, Christopher Nolan did something different with those movies where he, like, approached a comic book movies in, like, a different way. So it was like, I don't know, they could only exist on their own.
You know who I'm never disappointed with? Tom Hardy.
Yeah. Like, I haven't seen a bad movie. I watched an entire movie with him sitting in a car, driving from point A to point B and having a mental battle with himself. And that was a great movie, folks. Locke. Check that out. Yeah, he's going to fucking be so badass as in Venom. I can't wait for that.
Yes.
And then fucking one movie that he's doing that no one's talking about, or at least that I'm seeing, he's going to be playing Al Capone as well. Like, it's already filmed and everything. And that looks like a really interesting movie. The premise of it and everything is super cool. But yeah, Tom Hardy fucking... I've seen a romantic comedy with him and it was fucking good.
And his Bane was just...
Yeah.
So good.
Say what you want about his voice and stuff, but I thought it was badass.
Yeah,
And... yeah, so good.
I think that goes without saying, nobody wants to get in a fight with Bane. Any kind of Bane that they've done.
Well, someone should have told that to Batman.
Well, but I mean,
He got him in the end, I
Batman's
guess.
not like me or you though. He's got a lot of stuff he can utilize.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think we'd be a little bit screwed.
Oh, I'd be fucked. It'd be one of those things. Be one of those things. He'd go into a fighting pose, and I would just like lay on the ground and just be like, "You got me, you got me, you got me. Don't hit me."
He's gonna take a nap. Turtle.
He starts like inching towards. I'm just instantly crumbling. Just stop, 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 stop. Like when you're getting beat up by an older sibling, just stop, 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 stop.
I'm telling.
I'm friggin' telling.
I've done that kind of thing.
But yeah, I don't even remember what the original thing was we were talking. Yeah. I don't know. There's something in there. It's just.
There's something in there.
Yeah, it's a very tangential podcast today. But yeah, I don't know. I think Joaquin Phoenix looks interesting. Little Jenny Redden had commented on when I was originally talking about it. And she had an interesting take where it was like, it feels like the superhero movies are done in like the same format. And now that comes into like the whole Marvel aspect because they do the same kind of thing over and over, like with their movies. It's not really like, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's anything groundbreaking. Others might disagree, but it's not crazy to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Seeing like an older Bruce Wayne reminisce over that fucking like the vandalized Robin costume where it said like "ha ha, joke's on you, Batman" and shit, like that was more emotionally heavy to me.
Yeah, it was.
It just, I don't know, Marvel doesn't have that for me. At least their movies, their shows like The Punisher and stuff like that. Daredevil is fucking dope, but I also just like that darker, grittier, more mature kind of stuff. But yeah, she was saying, because this is going to be like more of like a Joker origin thing, it's going to be like a character study kind of thing, that this is actually going to be a more like, more people would probably be interested to maybe see this, because it's not like, oh, okay, well, here's Joker and here's Batman and the regular people you're always used to seeing in the same vein, you know what I mean? Where it's like, here's Joker, here's the villain, maybe Harley Quinn's there. Batman's gonna swoop in and stop them. You know what I mean?
Joker's gonna do something. Batman's gonna stop
Yeah.
them. They're gonna go back and forth. One can't be without the other.
Yeah. Whereas this one is actually going to be like Joker's origin story of like a man who's disregarded by society. He can't catch a break. He finally snaps, and we're seeing the world through his eyes.
I feel like it's gonna catch you in the feels.
It might. It might. Well, it's even the same thing. Apparently, like Thomas Wayne is going to be kind of like a Donald Trump-esque character before he was like president dude, where he was just like trying to fucking be like a real estate mogul or whatever the fuck he was doing. I'm not, but yeah. And a lot of people are like, well, that's not how Thomas Wayne is. It's like, well, no, we're seeing the world through Joker's eyes.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, if he doesn't like Thomas Wayne, that's how he's gonna see him, kind of thing.
Well, yeah, to Joker, that's his villain.
Well, Thomas Wayne, like Bruce's daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it'll be interesting, but it also goes back to like what I was talking about with like Split and Unbreakable and Glass. I think we're gonna look back at those movies and be like, these were really good superhero movies. Like these were original takes on it that was almost like more connectable for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because whereas it's like, oh, he got zapped by lightning and now he can run fast or some shit. It's like, no, this person went through a traumatic thing and that unlocked something within them. Or this person deals with a certain illness and that unlocks something within them, almost like a superpower.
Yeah.
Much like David Dunn and his strength, or Kevin Crumb going into the Beast and everything. I think we're going to look back at like the whole superhero genre, and those three films will stand like on, well, can't speak for Glass yet, it's not out, but I think like those are going to stand on their own, and people will be like, these were better than people like we like gave them credit for.
Absolutely.
So how long have we been going for?
40 minutes.
God damn, call me a long one, good folks.
It is. We are That actually, what you were just saying, though, led into the what movie or book were you not expecting to like, but were surprised by? I wasn't expecting to like Split or
Unbreakable.
Unbreakable. I was
Yeah.
expecting them to be boring and that I would be just wanting to fall asleep, but they were actually really good.
Yeah. I felt like that for Split because I didn't know like anything about James McAvoy. I was like, I have no reference for this guy really as far as acting or anything goes. And I thought he was like a romantic comedy kind of actor. I knew he had done the X-Men movies or whatever. He played like a younger Xavier.
Yeah.
But other than that, I wasn't really like familiar with his work.
The name had sounded familiar, but like
Yeah.
the same about you, where I didn't really know too much about him or what really he did.
Yeah. So yeah, I didn't really know what it really like. I had no idea what it was about when it first came out or anything. We were kind of late to that party. Tostitos is gone. We were late, you know. But no, I didn't know. Like, I definitely didn't expect to like it as much as I do, because it's like it's a fucking great movie. It'll be cool to see him in It Chapter 2 as the older Bill Denbrough.
Yeah.
You're not going to see Chapter 2. You haven't even seen Chapter 1, so
No.
fair enough. But yeah, Split, I definitely wasn't expecting to like it as much as I do. Shit, there was one that I had seen recently that I like really liked as well. Can't remember the name of it though. I hate when that happens.
I know, I was thinking of so many the other day.
Yeah.
Like the movies that I've seen recently that were just really good.
Mhm.
And I forgot all of them.
Yeah, that happens.
Hating when that happens.
Pan's Labyrinth. I saw that when I was younger, and I didn't expect to like it, but I fucking love that movie. I'm also just a really big Guillermo del Toro fan. The Hellboy movies, The Strain, like Blade 2. I like go on and on about fucking how that's the best Blade movie to me, and that's the one that he did with the Reapers.
Yeah. With Wesley Snipes, I believe.
Yep, Blade. Apparently,
I looked in the movie, I think it was Passenger 57. And then Demolition
hell yeah.
Man.
Oh, Demolition Man. That's such a great movie. I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
Watching it now, I see how it was. Like,
Simon
a
Says
little bit
Die.
corny, but it's still a great movie to me.
I love when you like fucking realizes there's no toilet paper and he just walks over to the cussing thing that spits out the tickets and everything, and he's just like, "Oh, fuck that shit, you cocksuckers," in his sly stone voice.
Oh, there's another one. Rambo, I didn't expect to like any Rambo movie.
Oh,
I know these are old school movies, but I didn't expect to like any of them.
he's making one more, like how he did one for like Rocky and everything. He's like, he was posting all over Instagram. He's like getting back in shape and everything because they're doing one more Rambo thing.
I know they did a Rambo several years ago, and I saw it in theaters with you,
Hell yeah,
and it was amazing.
fucking right. That's what,
I have you to thank for my love of Rambo.
you
I
know.
saw the first Rocky movie,
Yeah.
and I also thought I was gonna hate that, but it was really good.
Nah, those are great movies. I saw Rambo. I used to have all three of the Rambos like on VHS and shit. So I like grew up watching that shit.
Jean-Claude Van Damme movies, I couldn't do. And
Hell yeah.
now there's so many. There was that one I really like. I don't remember the name of it, but it has like a really good song in it.
Oh, Kickboxer.
Yeah.
Streets of Siam. Everybody loves a winner. Yeah.
I knew exactly what I was talking about.
Oh yeah. Well, no. When you said the song, I knew what you were talking about, but I know you liked Hard Target as well.
Yeah. There were several I did like.
Yeah, Hard Target's a fucking badass movie. Yeah. So, comment below, good folks. Movies, books, video games, if that's what you're into, that you weren't expecting to like, or that you didn't have high expectations for, or whatever. But you ended up, captured a little piece of your heart right there. Just, boop, stole it. Comment below. What's next?
A small crowd might be better.
Okay. So, a small crowd might be better. And I was thinking about this because, like, I don't know. Like, you get into, like, the shit where you got, like, 500,000 subscribers or followers or some shit, or even more. That's bound to bring in some unwanted attention from people, especially the ones that choose to go further and find your address or find, like, your real name if you don't use it online. They just dive way too much into your life. Like, and it's been happening a lot more lately. Like Gavin from Slow Mo Guys and Achievement Hunter and everything. Him and his lady Meg Turney, they live in Texas or whatever, and some dude broke into their fucking house because he was, like, obsessed with her and, like, had a shotgun and everything, was gonna fucking kill Gavin because he wanted to be with Meg. Just a regular kid or dude who, like, watched her videos and shit.
That's crazy.
And it's just like, I don't know. When I think about shit like that, I'm just like, man, like, if I was ever an actor or, like, whatever, I would want security around me at fucking all times. Like, I don't know. People go way too overboard these days, and I just feel like as far as, like, a smaller crowd, it's just, I don't know. I feel like with a smaller crowd, it's more of people who actually, like, get something from what you're saying or what you're doing, or it's actually just, like, just people who actually, like, they connect to you on some level for some reason. Where you get into a bigger crowd and it's like some people are just watching you to hate on you, some people are just watching you to literally watch you. And it's just like, I don't know. I just feel like a smaller crowd, it's more intimate, you have more of a connection with everybody there. It's so
I absolutely agree with that.
oh, we'll be right back after this.
And now, on with the show.
Ready?
For sure.
Okay, so next up, audiobooks and where we can buy them.
Yes. Good folks, if you know where I can, like, buy audiobooks or whatever, let me know. And don't fucking send me to Audible because I need more than one audiobook a month. Right now, I have 3 on the go on my phone. Right now, I'm listening to End World, Fox Run, the first book. I'm listening to I'm re-listening to the first Game of Thrones, and I'm listening to the first Strain book. So I need something that's going to give me more than one a month. Even better if I don't, like, fucking, I still, like, will buy CDs and shit if I see them, like, ones that I like. So even if I, like, can buy them on CD, let me know. But if any of you hooligans know where I can actually buy audiobooks and stuff, share it with me. Good folks.
Sharing's caring.
Yeah, sharing's caring, guys. Come on. So yeah, just a quick one. Let me know if you know where to obtain audiobooks.
Ripper Street and how it honeydicked you so hard.
Yeah. Okay. Man, so I was watching Ripper Street. I had talked about it a while ago on the channel. And, like, I don't know. I feel like I think I'm, like, at the end of season 1 or, like, halfway through it. And I just don't think I can do it anymore. Because it's, like, the whole premise of the show, it's like, oh, this is the detective that, like, is dealing in the aftermath of Jack the Ripper. So it's like, oh, shit. Like, this will be interesting.
Yeah.
But then you're watching the show and it literally has nothing to fucking do with, like, they didn't have to call it Ripper Street at all.
No.
Cause, like, the last episode I watched, it's fucking some dude, like, poisoned a bunch of flour and shit to, like, spread a disease basically through London.
Yeah, that's what I had, like, caught bits and pieces of.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with Jack the Ripper.
For me, it was one of those shows you could just have on in the background while you read a book.
Yeah. And, like, because I fucking, ever since I was a kid, I've been intrigued by the whole Jack the Ripper case and story and everything. So I was down for the show. But now it just feels like it's just a regular detective show, but it fucking takes place in the 1800s in London. Like, it has nothing to do with, like, Jack the Ripper, unless I'm fucking missing something here.
No, I see what you're saying, though. I think I expected it more to have, like, a bigger tie-in, and maybe, like, it will have more to do with that
Yeah.
later on. Some shows do start off, and movies too, really slow, like a slow going.
Yeah, but okay, so with Game of Thrones, it was, I don't want to say like it was forgivable, but like I understood it because I was like, oh, okay, because this is a wide thing. We have so many different families.
Mm-hmm.
We have to set this up.
Yeah.
Like, I understood that.
That part was critical.
With this one, it's the fucking detective, the American doctor captain dude. The other guy on the team, and it's nothing like crazy like Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what we're setting up here.
No. Initially, I liked that, one of my favorite characters from Game of Thrones was in Ripper Street.
Yeah, Jeremy Flynn is the actor's name.
Mm-hmm. And then, yeah.
They say the castle's impregnable. Give me 500 good men, I'll impregnate the bitch. But yeah, Ripper Street. Honey dicked me hard.
When someone doesn't like someone else, it's not always because of insecurities.
Yes, okay. I'm not going to dive super deep into this because I don't want to I've been having a good podcast. I don't want to bring it down. All I'm going to say is if somebody doesn't like you or just doesn't like something that you've done online or whatever it is, it's not always like a personal responsibility of the other person. You know what I mean? It's not always like, well, you don't like me because it's something with you. Well, no.
I just don't like you because I don't like you. That's all there is to it.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I think it's weird to always put like the person, like that responsibility. I just popped my peas, a pea popping patty over here. It's just weird to put like the responsibility always onto other people. Because I feel like in doing that, it's saying something about you as well. Because instead of taking a step back and being like, okay, what have I done? What have I said to like perhaps upset this person?
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, well, I'm doing fine. Like, I didn't do anything wrong. Like, that's on you. It's like, man, it's a dick move.
It is. It really is.
Yeah. I've said it once and I'm going to say it again. We got enough people who suck in the world. Don't add to it, good folks. Try and be a good person. And it's super easy to like have a positive impact with people. Add a smile to somebody's day, add a laugh to their day, share some new knowledge. It's not, you're not breaking your back or anything here. We're not carrying bricks up a road or pushing boulders up a hill.
Pushing a canoe with one leg.
See? We're not pushing canoes with one leg here. We're not doing it. But yeah, we got enough people who suck. Don't add to it. And if somebody's upset with you, talk to that person. See why they're upset, and you might be able to like fix that. And if it turns out that person just sucks, don't talk to them anymore. Fucking block them.
A lot of times it's just a misunderstanding. So when you
Yeah.
actually talk to the person, you can usually work it out.
Yeah, definitely.
Or at least in my experience. I don't know about you, but
Usually, it's very rare that like just a genuine conversation just can't fix things. That's a very rare thing in my experience, at least.
and some personalities just don't gel.
Yeah, that's the thing. Some personalities and just some like things as like a person, you're just not going to click with other people.
Yeah. It happens.
We've been told that since we were kids. You're not going to get along with everybody.
You're not going to like everyone. Not everyone's going to like you.
Yeah.
As long as you be polite and respectful to everyone you come across.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you can do. You can't really make other people like you. You can't make them be nice. You can control your actions and how you feel.
You can, but it's illegal to make them.
Well, yeah.
What's next?
So the last one we actually have is love isn't rose and sunny walks through a park. It's getting through the horrible times and be willing to rebuild with each other.
Mm-hmm. I like what you've done there. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I've just, recently I've noticed I have a lot of, like, kind of either like teenagers or like early 20s people are stumbling upon the videos and stuff. And I just want to throw it out there, good folks. Like, whether you're in high school or you've just gotten out of high school, whatever it is, or honestly, whatever point you're at in life, like love and being in love with somebody isn't always, you know, taking Instagram selfies with each other and fucking grabbing a pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks and walking through a park as the leaves fall. This isn't a movie. Even those fucking romantic comedies, they have a hard part where people got to push through, and like the guy usually runs down a crowded city street or something and catches her cab. I wouldn't recommend that because you might get injured, but you know what I mean. Relationships, whether it's friendship or like a love thing in life, it's going to take a lot of fucking work. That's the thing. With anything, it's going to take a lot of fucking work. It's going to be a lot of fun times. It's going to be a lot of like inside jokes and everything like that. But it's also going to be, you know, helping somebody through their dark days and helping somebody, you know, better themselves as a person and learn more about themselves as a person as well. I think that's super important to keep in mind, especially, you know, for younger folks. It's one of those things where, excuse me, you know, a lot of folks that will say they love you or say they love somebody, and then as soon as you get into an argument or as soon as you get into a fight, you're threatening divorce every time, or you're threatening to leave that person or whatever. And just so like people know, this isn't like applicable to me and Nikki. It's just, this is what I see. Like that, we don't argue like that. It's just, I see that from a lot of other people. And I want to throw this out there for the younger folks or even folks older than me. Who knows? But yeah, you can't, like, that's not what love is. You can't just always threaten to leave that person, because that's going to do more damage than good. When the times are rough, you got to I know it's going to sound corny and shit, but you do have to come together and figure out how you can get through this problem together. Her problems are yours and his problems are yours, vice versa, whatever. So yeah, I don't know. If you're in love with somebody or whatever, don't be so quick to walk away from them. Don't be so quick to just be like, well, you're tough to deal with, so fuck you. Obviously, there's lines. I'm not saying like if somebody's abusive or whatever to you, obviously don't be with that person. I just mean like regular relationship stuff. If you guys get into arguments or whatever here and there, that's part of it. If anything, if you guys can make it through that, you are going to be stronger in the end. But if every time you guys get into a fight or you get upset with that person, you're like, oh, I should just leave you or whatever, just leave them, because you're going to do more harm than good by always saying that. You know what I mean? I don't know. Any thoughts on that? Motion light. That's why we got two lights here.
Pretty much just hit what I was gonna say there.
Mm-hmm. Like what? You gotta push through the hard times. Just gotta get out there, give it 110%. You know what I mean? You just gotta get out on the field, and you know, I know me and the boys are playing hard today, and we were talking about giving it 110%. We were talking in the locker rooms, and you know, I said, get out there, just give 110%. That's all.
Exactly.
That's all we can really do. I want to thank the Lord and Savior, sweet golden baby Jesus Christ, all 8 pounds 9 ounces of him.
That's a big baby.
Well, he's the Lord and Savior. He's got to be big. Is that it for the notes?
Yeah.
Okay. This has been the Hooligan Squad-Cast, good folks. Appreciate tuning in. There's a whole bunch for you folks to enjoy from this one. Thank you to my lovely lady Nikki for being a part of this and everything.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, anytime. Always helps to have a pretty lady on set. Humble brag. Humble brush.
It helps I have some eye candy to look at.
My Whoppers and Maltesers are upstairs if you want candy.
I was okay.
I'm just kidding.
Another debate we can have later.
Yes, that's going to be coming this week. Maltesers versus Whoppers. The debate that you folks have been, you know, I know it keeps you up at night. It keeps me up at night.
What
You know,
side are you on?
we got to figure it out. And which one's better? Like, I've wondered this. People are always like, Maltesers or Whoppers are just the same. Well, we're going to find out.
I I asked my sister that question last night, and she said Maltesers all the way. That Whoppers are too hard. I don't know.
I guess, well, we're going to fucking find out this week. I promise you that. I'll get my Gil Grissom on, get my CSI shit. And yeah, that's it. Appreciate you folks tuning in. If you want to support the channel any further than giving me your beautiful time, links are in the description. 2 different merch stores, excuse me, and the Patreon. If you're listening to this on YouTube and you want to see the video companion for $5 patrons, hit up the Patreon link. Boom. Mwah, mwah, mwah for you beautiful fat J's. I'm out.
They are ready for you now.
I better use my strong hand.